Hey everyone, so thought I'd do a gold update going all the way back to basically when the gold started on the stock market and explain why I think we are potentially in wave 3 of 3 of 3 of a super cycle, which is basically the biggest wave you're ever going to get in gold, which means the growth potential in the next year or so is insane. Even the first wave that we are in now will take us to 2,150 or 2,200. And that's just in the first wave of the larger wave 3 of 3. Let me explain. So if you go all the way back, and I've done the fibs on these already, but I'm not going to draw them all out again. But basically, this is a 5-wave move up here. Would be classed as a leading diagonal because obviously the 4 goes into the 1. But the fibs match nicely, and if we start to use the next point up where this 5 is as being the 3 instead, it's just far too long. So I'm going with that is a 5 up. So then that's wave 1, right? So that's a larger super cycle wave 1. Let's just actually take that on there. So let's just take here. So there we go, that's there, right? So then we had a wave 2, which takes you into the next count, which obviously is this move down from here to here. A, B, C. There's your 2. Bottoming out there. Then, I'm now classing this as the first wave up of the larger wave 3. So we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we top out a 5 up here. Then I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So then, again, after that, we've had another ABC. So when we topped out up here, I can't even see where it is properly because of the lines are in the way. I think it's about there. I think it's about here. Oh, actually, it might be there. No, it's round about here. So it's about there to be safe. The line's in the way. So when it topped out about there, we then got an A, B, C down. So that was wave 2 of the larger 3. But then we've had a move up here in a 5-wave move, which you obviously can't see right now because I'm on the 3 monthly chart. But that's another 5-wave move up, which broke the high from over here, which confirmed it as being a wave 1 to me. So now I'm going to zoom in, go down to the weekly chart. So here we go. Again, we've got a nice 5 count in here, which I've done the fibs for and fits nicely already. So you're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, as I said in my previous video, when we hit the top and the all-time highs of 5, I predicted an ABC coming down to between 1780 and 1830. And I predicted that on the 10th of April, I think it was. I'm sure I showed it in my last video. If not, I will upload it in my next video because I'm not sure where the photo is now. I need to find it again, but I have got it screenshotted. But I think it was around mid-April 2023 that I said when we were at all-time highs at 2083 was the actual maximum. I'm not sure why it doesn't show it going all the way up to 83 on this chart. As you know, futures can be slightly different, but we did max out at 2083. So when it done that and I called for the move down, I traded the move down, and we actually bottomed out just down here at 1810, right in the range that I predicted 5 months before. So I know that I'm on the right track because I predicted that 5 months in advance. So I'm pretty sure this path that I'm following is correct. And then we're going to zoom in again to the daily. And now we've had an explosive move up off that, pretty much just in a straight line with hardly any pullbacks, to the point where it's even hard to determine where the wave 2 is. But after going through it loads and doing loads of different fib extensions, I've come to the conclusion that that must be the 1, 2 there. This must be the 1, 2. Which means this 5 wave move up, which is the first wave. So it's wave 1 of 3 of 3 of 3. If that makes any sense. Which is basically the near enough the most powerful wave. After we hit this 5 at the top here, we will obviously get a retracement probably 30 to 50% the way back. And then the next time we go and break through the top here, we will be in wave 3 of 3 of 3. And that will be the most powerful wave. And I mean, just as a provisional, we can look at it and say, let's just say that we do hit that target 5 where I'm talking. That means we've come all the way up from here to around about, as it's a wave 3, it'll probably extend, but let's just say there. If it does come to there, and I'm right, then the next move up after that in the wave 3 of 3 of 3 is going to be parabolic. It's going to take us to go to about 3,000. Potentially more, depending on how much these moves stretch out. It probably will be more, because they will probably all go past the 2.0 extensions and go to the 2.6. So this one in turn will end up moving up higher. But the minute you would have to say it's round about here, but it easily could end up here where it's 3,500. But there's a lot of money to be made in the coming months and years on gold. I would be very careful shorting gold at the minute, because when you get moves like this in wave 3s, as you can see here, it's not really gave us a wave 1, 2. Not really gave us a decent wave 2. It's a very shallow retracement for wave 2. But I'm pretty sure that is the wave 2. Because if you were to move the wave 2 up here, it just goes too high. Especially for just a wave 1 of 3. So at the minute I'm following this path. Which basically means I'm not really going to be looking to come out of gold positions much at all. Because it will more than likely stretch to this 3 here, around this area, before it'll probably go all the way to here, without even having a decent pullback. There will be small pullbacks on a daily basis, but there probably won't be much going on. I mean, the wave 4, obviously here, is when you're going to get a decent pullback, but wave 4s can actually be tiny as well. But going on this wave 2 down here being tiny, this will probably be a bit bigger. But until we reach this 3 up here, I'd be really careful shorting anything, guys. Because it could just keep running up, and just ignoring all the indicators. So, yeah, I've got really high hopes for gold now. And so far, I've been following the path all the way down to the bottom here. Perfect. And so far, it's followed up nicely. So I'm pretty confident that this is the path that's playing out.